As the playoffs continue, the action intensifies. 8 teams eliminated, and now the true contenders begin to emerge. Nothing can be taken for granted, and those not ready for the next level will be the next to go. This is round 2 of the NBA playoffs.
Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome to another NBA 2K13 My Career gameplay with the one and only Denny Tice. As you see, he's being introduced into the starting lineup in this game against the Dallas Mavericks, game 1 of the Western Conference Semifinals. Of course, we ousted the Memphis Grizzlies in 4 games. The Mavs, they took out the Spurs in 6 games, so that's their road here. And as you can see, they're starting 5. Jason Kidd back on the Mavs. He went to the Knicks, but apparently the Knicks traded him back to the Mavs during the season. So that's why he's there. Kamen's in the middle. They got OJ Mayo, who's a pretty elite scorer in this game. And Kamen's actually pretty good too. Kamen's good on the boards and stuff. And then, of course, you know, you got Dirk. Vince Carter could be deadly from 3-point range. And I think that's their playoff averages, because this is definitely not my regular season average, 58.3 points per game. So yeah, these are playoff averages here. As you can see, Anthony Davis doing a fine job in his rookie campaign, his first ever playoff series. We got Aminu and Ed Davis, the other guys on the team pretty much. These are the other guys. You know, they're pitching a little bit there to get a little bit of rebounds. They score whenever I pass them the ball, and I guess they get almost a block per game. But hey, like I said, team effort. As you see, Denny telling them this is our court and we're going to defend home court again. That's the message, and the Mavs better be ready for us. We're ready. Are they ready? It's time for tip-off in the semifinals. How far can these Hornets go? Well, I can go all the way to the basket in 5 seconds. And this is exactly what happened the last 2 times we played. As you guys know, we did the back-to-back to end the season. So it's kind of ironic that we're playing teams that beat us once we start going on our Hall of Fame streak. It's kind of funny because first we played Grizzlies, now we're going to play the Mavs. And I mean, there's teams like the Spurs that I don't think we lost against, as far as, you know, since we started streaking. But I guess 2K wanted to give us a challenge, and I guess challenge accepted here. We passed it to Robin Lopez on the steal, get the bucket to go. But yeah, like I was trying to say, the Mavs, their big problem was they kept on leaving the paint wide open. Dirk and Kaman are obviously not the best defensive backcourt, or front court I should say. They're probably the worst, maybe the worst in this whole game. I don't know. Maybe the Bobcats might have a worse one, but this one is pretty bad. And it's just really easy to get through them. So that's the goal once again. Denny penetrate and probably score, and if not, kick it to somebody. And I know that's always the goal, but it's definitely against this team because they let you do it at will almost. And here we're getting a few steals early in the game. Denny is hyped up and ready for this game. They're getting a few offensive boards, getting the and one though. They're staying in the game as usual. It seems to be the way the game goes. But as you can see, Denny having a great start. 17 points in the first quarter. And I know some people might be wondering, like, why do I have the Gatorade Prime Pack as one of my 5 signature skills? Like, that seems like a waste of space, right? As Robin Lopez throws like the dumbest turnover ever. He made a great turnaround in the post move and could have just went to the basket. Instead, he did that. And then Eric Gordon went out of bounds. So I'm like, all right, guys, like, come on. Let's focus here. We got to win a game. I don't know what you guys are doing. This isn't practice. we're in the Western Conference Semifinals here. So I had to get them ready here by knocking down this 3-pointer. Let them know what we're here to do. But yeah, the Gatorade Prime Pack, the whole strategy in that, I'm not even sure if it's 100% logical, but I just think that, like, me getting off to a fast start draws double teams. And once you start drawing double teams in this game, it makes the game easier. And as you can see, the double team, I should have had somebody to pass it to, but Anthony Davis or Aminu, one of them didn't react. So I ended up getting a turnover in my third of the game. Had a little bit of turnover problems early, maybe a little bit of early game jitters, I don't know. But yeah, once you start drawing the double teams, you know, you can really easily get to the paint, really easily find teammates here. We go to the paint, we split Dirk and I don't even know, Collison, I think, and we get to the paint. And then look at this. It's cool that we're playing a good game, and the Mavs are playing a good game, until I went to the bench. And once again, when I go to the bench, just like game 4, the bench steps up big time. We have an 11-point lead. It was like a 2-point lead when we went down, and it's an 11-point lead at halftime. That was a huge turning point in this game 1, because the Mavs, they were tough, and they were looking to steal this game 1, and that was a big time turning point, and we wanted to defend our home court, you know what I mean? But the Mavs, they made a run to start the second quarter. They were like, all right, We're not gonna let this happen. We're not gonna let this happen. We're still staying in this. You know Dirk, that playoff clutch he had in 2011. He's looking to exhibit that again. Vince Carter looking to lead his team. OJ Mayo, elite wing scorer, and they're just killing us from three all of a sudden. That's the way the second half started. They were the ones killing us. We were 7 for 8 from 3-point range in the first half, I think, but then they came out in the second half and they were like, all right, it's time for us. And yeah, I had to put that to a stop. They came really close. They came within like 4 points or so. So me and Eric Gordon, we had to turn it up a little bit. As you see Eric Gordon driving to the rim, drawing the foul, and I believe Dirk, his second of the game. Not really matter, it's the second of the game, but more importantly, he gets to the bucket or foul line, whatever. He got somewhere to get 2 free throws, all right? And there, Ed Davis, that's a bucket right there. That's 2 points. And I'm trying to work the give and go with a Minu. Perfect cut. Dirk just doesn't react. I mean, we're playing against a better defensive front court. You know, that guy might react. Let's say it's a Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard might react. That's just the way he is in this game and in real life, but Dirk just never reacts to that stuff. So it's really easy to get into the paint. And as you can see, we have a 13-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. So now we're just not going to do anything stupid. We're not going to throw turnovers. We're just going to take our time in these possessions, and we're going to find the open man like we did there. And Jason Kidd wants to let me walk. That's cool. Jason Kidd with his, like, mammoth speed. I was not even turboing or anything. I just literally walked to the basket. And, of course, Dirk had no idea what was going on. I mean, damn, like, come on. Like, when do you guys even do they even care? Or, no, they might care, but do they care as much as these young blood Hornets? Because we care a lot, and we're proving that right now. Everybody on this team cares. I'm even passing to Ed Davis. Look at that nice hood shot he hits over Dirk. Dirk just can't do anything about that, and we're loving it. And look at this beautiful play. Pump fake, draw the double team, kick it to Gordon for 3, but he can't knock it down. This game, like, a lot of guys were not knocking down shots. And that's kind of the way it was. That's kind of why the game was close at halftime and stuff. The guys were knocking down shots. You saw those huge, silly turnovers. But, I mean, once that bench came in and put that lead, that was the turning point in the game. And the Mavs just never came back. That's the way it was. And we can't sleep on them. Because like I said about Dirk in 2011, anybody remembers what he did to OKC and then later to Miami. Like, both series, he had a game where he came back from, like, 14 down in 5 minutes. Him, Marion, and all of them. But, I just see, speaking of Marion, Sean Marion barely even sees the court. I don't know why. They keep Marion on the bench, but hey, I'll take it. We don't want to see Marion's defense. I mean, we welcome his offense, but we don't want to see that dude on defense. He only played a few minutes. Taj Gibson was on this team. I guess they traded for Taj Gibson, too. They might even trade away Marion. I don't know. But, yeah, I definitely didn't see him. I definitely didn't care because all I saw was the scoreboard and the huge-ass lead we had. And that's the way it ended. And coach put me back in the game with like 2 minutes left. He's like, I want you to, give these bench guys a little bit of confidence going into the next few games, just in case we had to bring them out there. So like, all right, coach. So I dished a few assists, and then I scored right at the end for the shot clock cheese. And that ended up being the game. And we sent a message to these Mavs, we got them figured out. You guys have to change something up because we got you figured out. So hope you guys like this video. Subscribe for more Denny Tice videos as we go deeper into the playoffs, and I'll catch you guys next time.
You guys go up 1-0 with the win tonight, getting things off on the right foot in this series. How do you capitalize on that moving forward to Game 2?
I want each and every one of the guys on this team to take that feeling we got when the final buzzer sounded and remember it. We got to keep striving for that, and only that, every game for the rest of this series. Tasting victory once is good, but we got to stay hungry. I ain't satisfied with just the first W. And I don't think any of the rest of my teammates are either.
And here's the playoff series update, by the way. I accidentally signed off. I knew I was going to do this, but look at these brackets here. Miami just got ousted by Milwaukee. The 1 seed just got ousted by the 8 seed Milwaukee in 7. Say what? The Knicks are ousted by Chicago. Philly ousted Brooklyn. Clippers played 7 games with the Lakers. Lakers came out in that one. OKC and Denver went to 7. OKC came out in that one. So some crazy stuff happened in these playoffs. Mainly, how the hell did Miami get eliminated? I don't know. Hey, I mean, I don't want to see them in the playoffs. At the same time, I do want, play the best opponent. But hey, they weren't the best opponent in their series, so why should I care,